that intensive period of time. That's a lot of tours and a lot of wounds. I mean, a lot of battles, and we're very proud of you for what you've done and what you will remain to do. Woody's told me he's going to go for 30 years in the service, and so we'll keep the watch going and hope that everything goes smooth these last couple of years. But again, we're incredibly proud of you, and we want to do a proclamation in your honor today. So it's a proclamation establishing August 22nd as First Sergeant Woody Wilson Day. Whereas Woody Wilson is a 1992 graduate of Harrison High School, whereas First Sergeant Woody Wilson has served his country honorably for over 22 years in the United States Army as a combat engineer, whereas First Sergeant Woody Wilson has served 2 combat tours in Afghanistan, 2 combat tours in Iraq, 1 combat tour in Kosovo, and multiple tours in Somalia and Haiti, whereas Woody Wilson was awarded the Bronze Star Medal, Purple Heart, and Army Commendation Medal in 2003 during a combat tour in Iraq, and has received a total of 22 military decorations. Whereas First Sergeant Woody Wilson has been selected for promotion to Sergeant Major and is the only combat engineer in the entire United States Army selected for promotion in this cycle. Now therefore be it proclaimed, by virtue of the authority vested in me as Mayor of the City of Harrison, I hereby proclaim August 22nd as First Sergeant Woody Wilson Day.
The one thing I didn't say, and probably the most important thing I didn't say, was his lovely wife spent 11 years in the United States Army also, and only got out after she had her 4th child. And I want to thank her, because without her support, I don't think there's any way, don't you leave yet, I don't think there's any way possible that Woody could have done everything he's done in the military without having the backbone of Jackie Wilson. And I want to thank her for all the work she's done. If you think about it, Woody spent 5.5 years in combat zones, and the whole time she's home with a full-time job, with 4 children, going to school, going to play soccer, going to play football. I don't know how she did it. I will say I know how she did it for 2 weeks in one summer, is I went to Fort Hood, Texas, and I had a schedule of what I had to do every day. And they went on a cruise and left me there with no food or nothing in that damn house. And I tried to keep up with those 4 children, going to soccer, going to cheerleading, going to softball, going to football. I mean, it was unbelievable. And I just don't know how she's able to do it year in and year out while her husband's overseas. Thanks, Jackie. And with that, around the world, as I said in high school one time, he's known as Master Sergeant Jerrold Woodrow Wayne Wilson. Here he's just known as Woody. I'd like to have Woody say a few words.
Well, I thank everybody for coming out and supporting me and my lovely family here that I have. I got my Aunt Franny and cousin Mark that came from Conneaut. I got my sister Tammy and my brother-in-law Rob with her 2 kids here. The other one's working still. And then I know one of Tammy's good friends and mine, Amy, and her husband Jeff, that came down to help me. And then I have my cousin Mike, and I always, even though you just posted on Facebook, I still always forget your name. Yeah, I'm horrible with names, even in the Army. I don't know many people. I know a lot of people, I always forget their names. Many people come up and talk to me around Harrison and say hi to me, but I do not know who they are. Toby was here, and he'll probably introduce me to a lot. I remember when me and Toby and Rick Kitchen used to hang out, and Rick shaved my head. Something like I was like 6 or something, and me and Toby hung out. But I do appreciate what I do. I do love it doing what I do, and I'm going to stay in the military as long as they'll have me, till about 30 years, and then I'll be out, and my littlest boy there will still be with us. So I do appreciate my mom and dad putting this on and giving me support as always. And I always call them, they always give me what I want, and I really love them. Thank you.
And the other thing I forgot, I always forget something. His cousin Mark spent 24 years in the Army and retired, and I want to thank him for his service too. And with that, if you haven't eaten, please come up. There's a few people that, Steve Voorhees is here. He was in the Air Force, I believe, right out of high school like the rest of us. We always thought that the hell with college, we just went to the service. There's a young man over here that's Hamilton County Sheriff that came down tonight to see Woody. who was in the Guard, I believe, at one time, and when 9/11 hit, he just didn't feel he'd done enough for his country, and he joined the Army and went to a school for 9 months, and right after he got out of that school, he served a year in Afghanistan. That's Mr. Tony O'Rue. Thanks for your service too, Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
And with that, we'll have Bill come back up. We'll play some music, and I'd like to see if anybody can sing very good, because we got karaoke up here, and we'd love to have you come up and test your vocals. Thanks for coming very much.
Sure.